Hey, what's going on? We're back with the BBR Summer Scramble. We advanced out of pools, and now we're playing the first game of brackets in the top 32. We're playing Ducky, who went 3-0 in his pool, so we should have a nice match up ahead of us. In the top right, there's the matchup as always, if you have to refer to it as I go through the team. I didn't have as much time to dedicate towards building as I usually do or would like to, but I spent a lot of time grinding it on Saturday, the day before the game, and I like what I ended up coming up with, so we should be good. That being said, when I run through this, I might not have every detail perfectly. It might be a little hazy at points, but we will do our best. So without wasting any more time, the first Pokemon is Iron Valiant, Moonblast, Energy Ball, Aura Sphere, Shadow Sneak with an Assault Vest. The concept behind this is that Hydrapple at a glance doesn't have the most amazing matchup, but positioned properly, I think Assault Vest or Eject Pack even are two sets that could be kind of annoying. So Earthworm in theory is a Pokemon that resists all of its attacks and is immune to Earth Power coverage, but it doesn't actually hit back, so Hydrapple could theoretically just plow right through it. Also, I just don't want to. I want to be able to bring all my best mons, if possible. I don't want to have to. For example, as you see, Sableye already here. I don't want to have to bench something that's technically a lot better than Earthworm just to fit it. So I kind of had to makeshift one of my good pieces to do that job. It's kind of like the philosophy with this. So Assault Vest, Iron Valiant, a little weird, but that's the idea. 56 HP, 240 special defense, so that Energy Ball from Max Modest Hydrapple doesn't 2 KO after a spike, and obviously after 2 rounds of rocks. I do expect even better than that, that all of the moves that this will be pivoting in on will be Dracos or Earth Powers, but in the event that it is a Grass Stab, I will have something I can switch in twice. 104 special attack is a 2 KO on max HP Hydrapple, non-AV with Moonblast, and then Aura Sphere 2 KOs, I believe Incineroar max HP, but also Treads max HP. The 100 speed is creeping a Iron Treads that's creeping Magmar, which I don't expect it to do, but I also don't expect it to be max speed, so I just felt like, if you cover Magmar, you're probably going to be well within range of outspeeding that Iron Treads, whatever Ducky decides to do with it. The Shadow Sneak, I wanted a priority move, and Vacuum Wave resists the Iron Boulder because I expect it to be Terra Fairy. I think Fairy has been the Terra of choice really in every matchup, and for good reason. And there are certain calcs that we'll get into, like as we go through the team, where Shadow Sneak, it kind of just a little more helpful than Vacuum Wave. I don't really need the priority for any other thing that much. Next is ting-lu. This is mixed defense, 112 HP, 124 impish defense, 240 special defense, and then a splash of 32 in speed, because you never know. Spikes, Earthquake, Ruination, Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam is for the Terra Fairy, Iron Boulder. You'll notice in the matchup that it doesn't really hit anything else, naturally at least. The Rocky Helmet is for U-turn Zap, and then also if Iron Treads is built in a way to kind of try and hit through ting-lu, like if it's Shuka and then like Mega Horn, Adamant, or whatever, Rocky Helmet and an Earthquake will get a lot. The investment that I have in physical defense is so that Mega Horn doesn't 2 KO after a spike or 2 rounds of rocks. Ruination is a good mid-ground click on a lot of things, different things that can come in, certain Zapdoses, Primarina, some other thing that I'm forgetting, but yeah, I don't expect to be clicking it as much. Oh, Conkeldurr is another one, but I think Earthquake and Spikes are really good clicks here in general. Not a lot of things on this team really deal with ting-lu that well. Next we have the Raging Bolt. We are Terra Ground. Really, I didn't really consider any other Terras. I think Ground is immediately, looking at this team, far and away the best. You just think about it. You already have to pick one of the few Terras that's going to hit Iron Tread super effectively because it otherwise counters you. So at that point, it's like Water, Ground, or Fighting. Obviously, in a Zapdos matchup, you're going with Ground. There's really nothing else to think about. This basically hits everything super effectively. It's a very nice Terra type in this matchup and in general. This is also AV, Dragon Pulse, Terra Blast, Volt Switch, Thunderclap. Honestly, it's just a nice switch into Zapdos. I would like to be able to come in on it, even if it clicks Hurricane. ting-lu can't do everything, because if I didn't have Raging Bolt have the capacity to do this, then ting-lu would be tasked with taking hits from Zapdos and Iron Treads in one, and that's more pressure than I would like. Honestly, depending on the sets, like if Zapdos is defensive, that's not something that ting-lu necessarily couldn't do, but the Assault Vest is very nice insurance in case it's like an offensive Zap, or Treads goes a little weird, like it's bulky, weakness policy, Mega Horn, or some shit like that. We have the Assault Vest. It can eat hits from all sorts of things. Yeah, so 96 HP, 156 defense. What does that do? That probably avoids a 2 KO from Adamant, Earthquake, Iron Treads, if I were to guess. 200 Modest. Geez. Yeah, I don't remember what that is. I know it's like the maximum special attack I need. I always do like a lot of calcs when I pick my EVs in general. I know that's the most special attack that actually makes a difference on anything, whether that be Terra Blast on Incineroar. It might be a guaranteed to a KO on Max Spidef Incineroar, possibly something like that. Another splash of speed, a nice little 32. The remaining 24 in special defense. Next we have Slowking. This is a pretty weird set. I was messing around with this the most this week, but it's actually what we came up with is pretty cool. Weakness policy, Hydro Pump, Sludge Bomb, Slack Off, Iron Defense. The idea here is if you look at the team, Hydro Pump, Sludge Bomb hits everything, and the only things that can manually switch into this and check it are physical, being the Iron Treads and the Incineroar. If I Iron Defense on switch, like let's say I bring this in on Primarina and it doesn't flip turn, I can Iron Defense on switch, and then when this thing pops policy, Slowking will basically beat everything. The Sludge Bomb with 64 special attack, 2-hit KO Zapdos at +2 after policy is popped. That's the max special defense Zapdos. And then Hydro Pump actually OHKOs max HP Incineroar. The reason I am max speed timid again, like last week, is that I was playing Mox and I originally was a lot fatter, but if I do get my policy popped, Incineroar can outspeed and P-shot me down twice, and then I'm walled by Zapdos. So it actually is very important that I outspeed the Incineroar, and I just take my policy pop, Hydro Pump, and kill it, and then we're totally in business. But yeah, Iron Defense in general, very good concept here. It should work pretty reliably. It's also nice that this thing will live a hit from Iron Boulder, and so if like it pops policy with Earthquake, whatever, I can just kill it back. And it's easy to keep this thing full generally because of regen. But yeah, I mean, this thing in the early game serves a purpose of checking Primarina. If it's Specs, it gets a little weird, but I don't know. I don't think Specs is an intuitive bring for a lot of people. Also, just a side note, I have a QUAQUAVAL here, but like, how am I pulling Water Fairies like every single time? It's so unlucky, the matchups that I pulled. But yeah, I think that's everything. It's a little, the double AV is also nice because you would think intuitively that G King would be used to check Hydrapple, and you might have to take an Earth Power here or there, but like an AV set could do it. It could live 2 and Sludge Bomb it down or whatever, but I'm not using it that way, so the other like especially defensive Pokemon that I have here will be helpful in dealing with that. And we have Sableye, which is really a similar set that I've been running in all these games. Will-O-Wisp, Recover, Pain Split, Nightshade, Physically Defensive, and Helmet. This is the first switch on Conkeldurr. It doesn't do a KO. Well, actually, yeah, it doesn't do a KO with anything. Earthquake does around 40%, and Nightshade will just beat it. Incineroar also doesn't do a KO with anything other than Flare Blitz, but we can heal that up, and we would beat that 1v1 too. Honestly, Conkeldurr without this Pokemon hits everything pretty hard, and it does have a free switch on Ting-Lu for the most part. Earthquake does a nice chunk, but not a 2-hit KO by any stretch of the imagination. So Sableye, the Ghost immunity, or the fighting immunity rather, it being a Ghost type, very helpful. So yeah, this thing is very good in Mox. It sounds funny. I don't want to say like there's no Nightshade switch in, but because obviously it does like a fixed amount of damage, but this thing, when it gets in, it's kind of annoying. It takes a little chunk out of everything. And you can't, it also spin blocks, and you can't really go treads because like, you risk a burn. This thing, its matchup is deceptively good. You don't usually look at Sableye and think, oh, this thing cooks here, but this thing is actually fire in this matchup. And the last Pokemon is QUAQUAVAL. As I said, yet another terrible QUAQUAVAL matchup. I've pulled the Azumarill and the Primarinas in every single matchup. The one time I didn't, it was an Alomomola, so we're super down bad, but originally I was trying to make some SD bullshit work, but I just gave up because it wasn't working. And now, so that I don't lose to Iron Boulder, I'm CUSTAP Endure. I do expect something like possibly Booster or really just any SD set at all is pretty good versus me. It's not that easy to get an SD against me, but it's something, you can get an SD against me one time, in that nothing here OHKOs, and if you EV it to make it particularly fat, you actually can avoid like a 2-hit KO. I think something like an attack from my Valiant, especially because I'm kind of weaker, it's kind of on the margins. Like once you Terra Fairy, like it's not like I threaten it with CC or anything like that. So there is like, usually in this game, I imagine Iron Boulder will have just one opportunity to SD. And as long as I can force it out one time, I think QUAQUAVAL will have done its job. Anything else kind of sucks here. Like I said, this could have been an Earthworm, but I think, you know, you got to bring your best guys if you can. So yeah, triple axle, rapid spin, aqua step, endure. Another reason this thing has to come is that there is a smear goal. I don't expect it to come, but if it did, I cannot survive just letting webs exist or whatever other ridiculous stuff the smear goal wants to do. So this thing is max attack because I can actually lead it and then just triple axle and kill it if it is like a sash, you know, webs lead or sash spore or whatever. If you notice, I'm CUSTAP, Torrent, and Aqua Step. This does around 75 to 64 HP Iron Boulder once I'm in Torrent range. What was happening is I was other moves like Endure and even Wave Crash, but when I Endure, I'm clearly telegraphing the CUSTAP to my opponent, so they usually know to like switch and sack something. And in the event that they do that, it does force out the Iron Boulder, which is nice, but I would like to get more out of that if I can. So when they switch and I get an Aqua Step, I kill the thing that they're sacking, and then I outspeed whatever they're going to go into next. So I'm guaranteed to get another nice hit off before I go down. And so this is basically a way that it just guarantees a lot more value. And there's some unique situations where Aqua Step could just clean, but I don't really expect that. So if it doesn't, it's fine. The 196 speed is so that at +1 I outspeed Boulder in all situations, but yeah, if I Aqua Step, I leave him at like 25 health, so that puts it in range of Thunderclap. If he took a hit while trying to SD, and then I sack something, go this, Aqua Step, then it's in range of Sneak, which is around 12 to 14% Sneak on the Iron Valiant, I mean. But yeah, this thing, QUAQUAVAL's matchup, as it's always been, has been kind of bad just because of the unfortunate luck of the draw that I've gotten, but it has to come because of the presence of the Smeargle. And then from there, if we're going to make this thing as useful as possible, I think that this is the best I can do. In a lot of mocks, like, it was kind of useless, but this has been a very, very consistent set. So yeah, that's everything. I think I remembered all that I needed to, or at least you get the gist. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to the battle. I'll see you in a second. I'll give a quick rundown. It's AV Valiant. Oh, let me find out what Terra they are. AV Valiant. Oh, hold on. Let me sort this out. No Hydrapple. And no Smeargle. Okay, Terra Fairy, Iron Boulder. That's what I expected. We have an AV Valiant, which was a pivot for Hydrapple, but now it's a lot more flexible. ting-lu for Zap. It's a mixed defense. It's also for Iron Treads, depends on the situation. AV Terra Ground, Raging Bolt. Weakness policy, Iron Defense, Fast. Slowking is max Timid like last week. Sableye, which is mostly for the Conkeldurr, and then a CUSTAP Emergency QUAQUAVAL for the Iron Boulder if it got out of hand. I was going to lead QUAQUAVAL if a Smeargle came, but obviously one did not. So we're leading Raging Bolt in any other scenario. Alright, we're playing Ducky, which I did not mention, but alright, should be good. I was very busy this week, so wasn't able to dedicate as much time to prep as I might have liked, but I think we were able to put something together that's decently threatening, so we'll see how it goes. What is this drip? So we have an Incineroar. I think I just want to Terra Blast. He can knock me. He'll probably P-Shot me. If I were to guess. But that's okay. Yeah, because if he goes Zapdos, it's not like Zapdos beats me. He's gonna P-Shot me. Well, he shouldn't even assume that he's faster, really. Now that I think about it, he shouldn't really assume that he's even faster. Unless he's Scarf, but I doubt it. So he's probably just gonna hard switch, and then he could go hard Zapdos, but that's not like a good exchange for him. So he stays in. Is it Scarf? This is a pretty risky play, because like I'm not fast Raging Bolt, but he doesn't really know that. He's taking a bit of a gamble. Oh, I outspeed and I just hit him. How much does this do? Is it AV? Man. What is this? Citrus? Okay. I guess that's alright. So this thing is at like 60%. Well, that wasn't a bad start. It's a little weird, but we'll see how it goes. We're at -1 special attack, and I expect... Well, Zapdos can't really punish us that hard. Probably Conkeldurr. It's probably going to be Conkeldurr that's going to come in next, if I were to guess. So I'll go. It'll be QUAQUAVAL. I'll Volt Switch into Stabilize, and probably just Nightshade. I'll probably just Nightshade right away. He's thinking about it at least. If he goes Zapdos, I might as well special attack, but he doesn't really do anything to me. I probably would Volt Switch anyway into ting-lu, probably. What are we going into? He's thinking for a fat minute. He must feel like he's in a weird situation here. Diver down. Is this Primarina? Okay. I'm -1. So in earlier situations, I kind of want to take my damage. But if he's Scarf and outspeeds me, that would be not good. I don't think it's worth it. If it was more damage, it might be worth it. But I don't think it is now. So it's possible that he just went Primarina because he knew that like -1 T-Bolt is like not gonna do anything. But we'll see. This is a Hyper Voice. Okay. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb because I should outspeed this if he tries to like flip turn. If it makes a hard switch, then that's fine. If he switches out hard, okay, we're faster and we get this hit off. Not bad. That's AV. That's very AV. So we got a Hyper Voice again. This doesn't even kill me. I'm gonna slack off because I'm faster. So I mean, you're switching out all day. Very obviously, you're switching out. This thing is probably at what, 65? Okay, you're switching out. We're gonna heal up. So that's AV. I'm pretty sure. I don't have the calc off the top, but I'm pretty sure it's AV. I feel very tempted to Iron Defense, but I'm not going to. This is Iron Defense weakness policy, if you did not notice. Part of me wants to go hard Raging Bolt, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go hard into ting-lu. I expect this thing to just rock. It could knock. It's possible, but I expect it to just go for Stealth Rock. Now the question is, do I want to? Oh, you go for a hard knock. Okay. So my helmet's off, but you're going to take some chip, and the rocks are not going to go up. I kind of want to spike, but I don't know. If I hit Primarina twice here, that'd be not bad. I think I will regret not spiking though. Yeah, I'm gonna spike. If you go Primarina, I will have wished that I Earthquake, I guess, but I don't think you will. Star Platinum, was this gonna be QUAQUAVAL? Okay, that's what I expected. Damage on this would be cool, but it's whatever. So, what is this? Are you gonna reveal a Flame Orb? Alright, we're gonna go hard Sableye. Not too worried about this. And when we go Sableye, we're just going to Nightshade. Let's see what he goes for. I don't think there's any attack that's going to do over 37%. Okay, so Drain Punch. Cool. I'm just going to Nightshade. We'll see if he has any speed. I don't think it's really worth his trouble. Okay, let's see. What are we going into? So this is Incineroar. Okay. And is there a spike? Yep, there's spike. So it's... Oh yeah, it's Citrus Berry. I'm trolling. It's Citrus Berry. I actually don't feel that compelled to switch out. There's no attack here that actually does that much to me. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. There's nothing this does that hits me that hard. Knock off. Okay, of course you get a crit. Of course. Well, this thing is dead at least. How annoying, how annoying. That crit, it might not matter, but it's annoying. It's annoying for sure. Now, QUAQUAVAL has to catch me with an Earthquake, specifically, I think, in order to kill me. But I mean, if he did, then I guess it's possible. Incineroar is down. So that's good. Oh, that crit... Again, like I said, might not matter, but very, very annoying. So we're back to Primarina. This is going to take Spike because it's AV. Yep. Alright, cool. Getting some nice little chippy. We're going to go back into Slowking. As we know, this thing does not have a move to actually damage us in any meaningful way. I think you should flip turn and go into Iron Treads, but if you're just going to attack, then that's just how it goes. Let's see. Hyper Voice. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Not to be crazy here, but I kind of want to start like going for Iron Defense. Maybe, you know what? I'll just Hydro. Yeah. No reason to do anything irrational here. You should switch. You shouldn't take this damage for no reason. Let's see. I mean, I guess if they stay in, then, I mean, damage is damage, I guess. But you should switch into the treads. I could go for ID, but you stayed in. Why? Why? For what? That was not a good play. Okay, whatever. That's just how it is. We're more at like 43-ish. That play was okay for me to make because the only thing that immediately threatens me is the treads, and I can just go back to Ting-lu. If he wants to spin, then it's fine. Okay, you're gonna take this. Are you boots? You're not boots. None of these things are boots. So back to Ting-lu. You can spin if you want to. It's getting a little more precarious for you, I will say. Let's see what you go for. This could have Mega Horn, but it will not 2 KO me. Earthquake. Alright, how much does this do? Yum. Okay. So let's just Earthquake. Rapid spin. Alright, you're dead. Unless you're Shuka. I don't think you are, though. Okay. Should be dead. Nah, 8. Okay. Do I want to spike again? Or do I just want to attack? I'm just going to attack. I think, okay, what are you going into? What is this? I forgot what this is. Conkelder. So the spike is off, which is like good for him, I guess, but damage on this is worthwhile. That did a lot. Okay. I don't have another play. I have to hope he does an Earthquake, and I don't think it will kill anyway. But this thing is knock. The treads is knock, EQ, spin. The Primarina is low. The treads is on like 15% or less. Let's see. There's nothing that should kill me. I don't think Earthquake even kills me, but it could. Earthquake, how much? How much? How much? Okay, I was pretty sure that lived. All right, so we're gonna recover. Yeah, we're gonna recover. Should just switch out. Okay, not gonna switch out. How much is this gonna do? You're just gonna Earthquake. I can get back to full. It's not doing as much as I would have liked. If I Pain Split, let me think. What health is this at? Conkelder. Your health is probably pretty high. This is doing about. You know, let's Pain Split. I think this gets me out. Gets me out of range. Does it? I mean, damage is damage, so if this doesn't get me out of range, then it's fine. Okay. Not a big deal. This thing is low. Very low, in fact. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to go Valiant. This thing's actually kind of a threat now. Actually. I think I'm just going to Fairy move because the treads is too low to live. And actually, this is a kind of a dire situation for my opponent. Okay, so this is dead now. So Sableye it was totally fine to lose Sableye then. Both Incineroar and Conkelder are down. So that's good. Rolling Stone. This should be Boulder, I think. And Booster Energy, Quark Drive. The speed is heightened. So we're going to go hard into the... Do we go hard? I don't know. I don't know if I want to go hard QUAQUAVAL. Because Terror Blast probably just kills. Iron Boulder. The Terror Blast. It's a roll in my favor to live. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, you don't get a free SD on anything, I don't think. So, you know what? We're living. We're living. And look, at the end of the day, if he gets the roll, then at least he didn't SD, and that's what matters. This might just die. It might just die, but that's okay if it does. Let's see. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Swordsman, perfect. Okay, this was the best thing that could have happened. You're gonna expect to beat us, I think. I'm going to endure, and I'm gonna reveal CUSTAP. But the thing is, I'm gonna Aqua Step. Okay, Zen Headbutt, perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, now I'm obviously telegraphing CUSTAP here, but that's okay. We're Torrent, so this Aqua Step is gonna do like 80, and you might just switch out and let something die. But that would get rid of the booster, it'd get rid of the SD, and I would have a speed boost after this. So whatever's coming in is going to take a fat hit anyway. So I expect him to sack the Primarina or the Treads. But, ooh, I get the hit off. Actually, I don't know how the animation works here. You might be switching. Okay. So something's going to die here or take a lot. Is it going to be Zap? Nope. Okay, Treads is gone. And I have a speed boost now, so I'm gonna kill something else. So I might get 2 here, which is not bad. So I have a speed boost. I'm in Torrent range. The Primarina will die. The Zapdos. Am I gonna just kill this? How much does this do? How much does my triple axle do? It doesn't kill. Aqua Step. Okay, triple axle does more. I'm just gonna axle. Let's see. Hopefully we hit, and hopefully we don't get parried. I mean, if either happened, it is what it is. 1. Yep. Okay, don't get parried. Please don't get parried. Please hit. 2, please hit, please hit. Okay, whew, nice. Alright, do you attack? Hopefully you... Okay, you turn. Not bad value out of this QUAQUAVAL. We forced the boulder out, and we got big damage on the zap. So this is probably at like 38-ish health. And we get to see what he goes into. So if he goes into the Primarina, I'm just going into Galar King, and I'm going to just Iron Defense. Maybe I want a Sludge Bomb though. Maybe I might want to go straight for Sludge Bomb. Let me calc. Slowking. Okay, so we have Boulder now. So I think I just want to go into this. If he Earthquakes, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to go into this and Sludge Bomb. This has actually simplified things for me, I think. You should have EQ, in which case you would pop my berry. Or my weakness policy, then you definitely die. Okay, do we live? Yep, okay, you're dead. At least I think... Actually, you're definitely dead because you're at least in priority range. At least in priority range. Sludge Bomb. Okay, dead. Nice. Alright. Cool. Well, that was good. So we're in very good shape right now. Very, very good shape. So Zapdos is here. Do you want to preserve this? Or would that just be like a needless mistake? Would that be a needless mistake? I don't think so. I don't think it would. Actually, maybe. Let me think. I don't think there's any real bad play here. Honestly, I really don't. But I think preserving Slowking could be helpful in a way that Ting-lu probably is not that helpful. Because like if I preserve this, something can go down on like Primarina. I go Slowking. I either kill it or I can just slack off. But Slowking actually just beats both of these Pokemon. So Thunderbolt. All right, perfect. Now I'm just gonna Earthquake raw because I think he'll consider roosting. All right, well, there you go. That works. Hopefully this kills. It might not though. Do you die? Oh, that didn't do that much. I think I'm just gonna keep Earthquaking. So this is max Fizdef. I think I'm just gonna Earthquake until this thing kills me. I could also Ruination. I could Ruination as well. Thunderbolt. All right. It's static, so it's not pressure. I'll just Earthquake again. So this thing clearly doesn't have a move. It clearly does not have a move for me. He could also just be like switching out. Okay, so I catch this. Really my safer play is kind of to Ruination, I think. See, this isn't actually getting me as much as I expected it to. But this thing doesn't seem to have Cane, so it doesn't seem to have Cane. So I'm just gonna go into the Raging Bolt. And I think we might get 2 kills here. Because I can just Dragon Pulse this. It'll do a lot because it's not Spadef. U-turn. Okay, that works. So they'll go Primarina. I will Volt Switch. Actually, does it just kill? Maybe it just kills. Raging Bolt. Primarina. Assault Vest. I don't know. I don't know how bulky you are. There's no reason to mess around. Full switch. Okay, that killed. So now we can probably go Valiant and just call it a day. Pretty sure. Is there a thing more guaranteed to kill this? Probably not. The Valiant is AV for what it's worth, but this thing doesn't have Cane, I don't think, because it would have went for it on Ting-lu. Because like if you're gonna evade Roost, like getting hit by Earthquake, there's no reason to T-Bolt over Hurricaning. So I think we're gonna eat a hit from this no matter what. Hopefully this should kill, because it is Fizdef. Okay, and it's game over. All right. Well, that went really well. So we're gonna go ahead and advance against. We actually have a rematch against Bope, who we lost to in pools. That matchup's a little weird. I don't say it's bad, but it's a little weird. So we're gonna see how we tackle it next time. Good game, Ducky, and I'll see you when I see you.